I want to say that I've been saying this because it's like it's like how I was with weed off and on through the years. Whenever I was ready to quit, I often try to lack what I used to get. So I'm super clean. I ain't did weed in a long ass time. But my point is, throughout the years, many years since 2001 of smoking weed, I quit for years and then I smoked for a year, maybe smoked for 2 years. Then I quit weed. Me and weed got an off and on relationship. Only drug I ever been enticed to ever try. All that other shit for cluckers. Having said that, I try to wean myself down and I get smaller amounts, but they end up costing you more. The point is, I always talk myself out of it because I know that I'm tired of it, but it usually takes for my body to give me a sign. Maybe we catch a cold, sore throat, whatever, whatever. Shit get raspy, shit get harder to inhale, and you like, okay, this ain't what I said. I say that to say same thing with this YouTube shit because it's a different kind of drug. It's an outlet for me. Like I'm a type of guy where I like the whole court and I like to speak and just talk on things. You did what I'm saying? So I often sometimes just vent, and I feel this is a good outlet, but I think it's kind of counterintuitive because if people would think that, oh, this represents me in totality. This is how I always am, or this and that. So I just had a beautiful time with my daughter, and that always brings me back to reality of what matters in life, and when I'm cultivating her mind, and it also brings me back to my innocence. And I tell her, even though she might not get it, I was telling her, I say, baby, daddy. And I know that shit don't mean nothing to her right now. And I love the fact that it don't mean nothing to her, but it mean everything to me, and it kind of grounds me and take me back to being humble. Because like I've anybody that follow my chats, follow me going live and whatnot, y'all can see that I've said my regret oftentimes about buying my crib, just the location, not necessarily buying my crib, more so the location. But when I talk to my daughter, I look at it like, man, you know what? I made a hell of an investment and a future move to sustain her. So it's something that, like, I used to picture. That's why the whole theme of the bathroom, everywhere in the crib is dedicated to look for something to fit her. And whether she ever live here or not, she gonna have a money maker. She gonna have property forever. And so I'm gonna try to keep that in mind, and I am gonna try to um, calm myself from just being sporadic and jumping online and just just speaking what my emotions is, because you don't want to let emotion lead you when you online. You want to let intelligence lead you, and you want things to be thought provoking rather than just speaking emotionally. So this is just a quick little amendment to say that when if I do get online, because I am really trying to cut back the amount of times I get online, and I'm trying to cut back on reserving myself. Like when I do, I want to be calculated. I want to be um very crafted in what I say. I don't just want to let thoughts spew out, let emotions spew out. You feel me? So, having said that, I'm gonna just be very calculated in what I do and try to be. If at times I might slip up, but like I said, sometimes we gotta get a reminder of the important things in life. And when I talk to my child, I can't like that's why I had to clean up my face before I came here. It wasn't nothing that I'm going through. I can't help but like look at her and just be so amazed and just like, dog. I don't know for all the people that got kids, but I don't know what your child does for you. But looking at my child, I can't help but cry. I think it's tears of joy. It's never tears of sorrow. It's always damn like looking at her. Like for anybody that knows about the Bible and biblical, I don't remember what book in the Bible, but the lady said, don't look back or you're gonna turn into sand. They was running. It's like God was destroying Babylon and they was running. And so if you look back, you was gonna turn into sand. And then they used to often talk about the glory of God is so great that you could never look at him in his face because the glory is so powerful. I say that to say, when I look my daughter in the eyes, it's just too much to bear. It's such a great feeling that overcome me that I be like, damn, cause like this is the greatest by far achievement I ever made in life. Like I can make $100 million, and the greatest achievement I ever made was her. And she always reinforces that. Like we give positive reinforcement into our children, but what about the children that give positive reinforcement into the adults? Like my daughter say the sweetest things to me. Like when she around me, I could be sad and she'll feel it and she'll come. You're such a great daddy. Like a little kid telling you that shit, bro. You could be feeling like a piece of shit, and it'll just make you feel like Superman, superhero. So I just want to apologize for everything I said previously because I was without my daughter's love. When I'm without my daughter's love, I'm very emotional. And when my baby reinforced me, giving me that positive reinforcement, I feel like I could climb Mount Everest 6 times without taking a break. So with that said, I'm blessed. I thank God for all his blessings. And I just want to let everybody know your kids will give you that strength that you need to carry on, that strength that you need, that fortitude, that intellectual fortitude when you're not thinking clear. I love that part. And matter of fact, shout out Tone G, shout out Stepdaddy. For all the stepdads doing their thing in the world. I used to be a stepdad way before I was a real dad. I would like to think that all the kids I helped come up in the world always gonna remember me and always cherish me. I'm gonna give a quick story real quick. 20-second story, 30-second story. I went around a kid that I hadn't seen in years. Me and his mama been separated, right, since 2009, right? I used to spoil this little kid, right? This the point. So last time I seen him, he must have been like in elementary. And so now he in high school, probably like 11th grade. Do you know when I went by to see kid? Now he disabled, but it's the point that I'm making. I've been there. That's how God knew I was strong enough to handle my child because like I love this kid, even though he not my kid. He disabled. I always accepted him as mine. This the point. Kid melted my heart when he went in his room and pulled out every toy I ever bought him. He's down there about to be a grown man and got every toy I ever bought him. Like to know that you was appreciated and to know that you cultivated somebody's life. That's what I want to say to all the men out there. I ain't in that stage in my life no more, but I always cherish that stage. For all the men that is in women life with kids, bruh, know that it might be just a season that you with her, but you might affect that kid life forever. So you gotta always aim to affect it in the most positive way because what might be a temporary woman might be a permanent memory for a little man to remember how to treat a woman and how to be in life, dog. So for all the step daddies, all the real daddies who handling their business, stepping up, doing what men supposed to do, I salute you, and this is what this about. And I'm gonna try to take a hiatus from this. Like I said, this YouTube shit is like a drug because it helps me vent. It helps me alleviate. Think about what a drug supposed to help people do, escape their problems. I'm talking to a bunch of strangers who can't judge me. They gonna try to judge me, but I could care less about their opinions. So it's really soothing to me. A lot of people be like, what is he rambling? This shit is soothing to me. I can hang this bitch up and feel better. I can leave YouTube with my burden. For anybody that ever been a counselor, you go to a counselor, you tell them your problems, and you leave them with your burden. It's just like talking to a priest or whatever. You leave that person with your burden. You leave your burden on the altar or what have you. And then you carry on with your day. And that's what I treat YouTube as. I don't treat it like I'm just a random emotional ass nigga. I treat it like free therapy. But having said that, I do understand I need to govern even how I do that because of perception. So with that said, man, I love all the real fathers, all the real men out there holding it down, leading households.